With your CIGTV News Update, I'm April Cummings in for Donna Bush. Acting Governor France Manderson helps the Veterans Association kick off the annual Poppy Appeal. Former U.S. Marine Shadden McLaughlin pinned the acting governor with the appeal's first poppy in the Government Administration Building. Mr. Manderson also made the first donation in the collection box. The acting governor spoke about the significance of Remembrance Day and the Poppy Appeal, which precedes it every year.
So today I received my poppy from our veterans, from Ms. Shadden McLaughlin. And this is something that is done every year at this time as we remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for in the various wars. And this is something that the governor always looks forward to and wants to be part of, definitely.
The Veteran Association's president spoke to CIGTV about what the public can expect from this year's appeal.
We start a little earlier in the Cayman Islands because it is the kickoff of one of our only two fundraising events. We use the funds that are obtained from the fundraising events to take care of elderly veterans who did not have the privilege of possibly a pension plan or able to save for retirement. So they count on those funds and they count on us. It's basically veterans caring for veterans.
Mr. McLaughlin also told us more about a new fundraising initiative.
The newest element this year is of course, the armband. The poppy is traditionally worn during the Poppy Appeal few weeks up to Remembrance Day, but the armband can be worn all year. So when you receive your poppy, you can also ask about a small donation for the band, and that way you can wear it throughout the year to show your dedication and your commemoration of the people that have served.
All money raised in the Poppy Appeal goes toward welfare for veterans in the Cayman Islands. Donations can be made to collection boxes at a number of locations in Grand Cayman and the Sister Islands. More now from Financial Services Minister the Honorable Tara Rivers, this time with a focus on the Cayman Islands Shipping Registry and the quality of product that it offers. Late last month, Minister Rivers joined Premier Alden McLaughlin and the Maritime Authority of the Cayman Islands at the Monaco Yacht Show to showcase what the Cayman Islands has to offer stakeholders in the yachting industry.
The Maritime Authority of the Cayman Islands has been represented at the Monaco Yacht Show for at least the past 22 years. And this year, for a number of reasons, myself as well as the Premier were asked to attend to show the government's not only support but commitment to the Maritime Authority's work in the shipping arena and basically ensuring that Cayman continues to be the preeminent shipping registry of choice for the ultra and super yacht categories, but also looking at ways of diversifying and expanding the scope and the reach of this shipping registry and the attractiveness of the shipping registry by actually engaging in conversations with those who already use and know and love the work that they and the service that they're being provided through the work of Macy and the team here, both in the Cayman Islands, but as well as the representatives of Macy scattered around the globe in the various kind of shipping centers around the world, including Europe and Southeast Asia.
The minister also noted the Cayman Islands Register is internationally recognized for the quality of service that it offers.
The Cayman Islands Shipping Registry is really, and the Cayman Islands as a whole, as a flag state, is rated as one of the best, if not the best, in various jurisdictions. So, for example, last year, 2017, was the first time that the Cayman Islands was recognized by the Paris Memorandum of Understanding as being the preeminent flag state. And what that means is that the recognition of the quality of any vessel flying the Cayman flag is such that it is just seen as being a high-quality vehicle kept under the highest regulatory standards and operated pursuant to the necessary international maritime law requirements. So that in itself is a great accolade for the jurisdiction. This year in 2018, we're still up among the top two. We're number two rated. I think France isn't rated as number one, but we've maintained that kind of dominant position in a very important memorandum of understanding state in France. What we've also managed to do is to maintain the whitelist status for the Tokyo Memorandum of Understanding, again, meaning any ships that fly the Cayman flag are seen as being low risk, and so the necessity to board and inspect is lower for vehicles that are recognized to be on this white list. Also, the United States Coast Guard, in their rankings, they ranked Cayman as a flag state, being amongst their Qualiship 21 criteria. And what that means is, again, it is a recognition. It's the highest rating that you could get by the Coast Guard for vessels. And so the Cayman flag really is recognized, and it is celebrated in the various, maritime world.
On our next broadcast, we'll bring you more on the warm welcome the Cayman Islands delegation received from attendees in Monaco. The 2018 Stood Up Interscholastic Fair, organized by the Family Resource Center, doubled the number of participating students in this, its second year. 80 students displayed 40 anti-bullying projects at the Ark at Camana Bay on Saturday, October 6th, representing 13 government and private schools. The event was visited by the Minister of Health, Environment, Culture and Housing, the Honorable Dwayne Seymour. He visited each booth and spoke to many of the exhibitors. Vastly increased participation led to much larger than anticipated numbers of visitors as well. Members of the public attending the 4-hour fair viewed the anti-bullying projects put together by students. CIGTV spoke to some of the young people about their projects and the lessons they hope the public would take away with them.
We chose the topic, be a buddy, not a bully. And we made a video about space, and it's called The Space Bully. It's about an astronaut who gets bullied by his partner. But then the astronaut finds out how to not be bullied, and the bully finds out that bullying is not nice and that he should stop.
For pictures from this year's Stood Up event and more information about activities throughout October, visit the Family Resource Center's Facebook page. Thank you for joining us for this CIGTV update. I'm April Cummings, in for Donna Bush.
Boating, fishing, and water sports in the Cayman Islands are great, but keep a cool head. Here are 7 tips for fun and safe sea outings. Number 1. Use a checklist to plan your outing. Check the weather forecast, make a float plan, and share it with someone who is remaining on land, stating where you're going, with whom, and when you're expected to return. Visit your nearest marine supply store to get your safety gear. This includes signaling mirrors, whistles, and a flare kit. It's also very important to have onboard flotation devices and life vests for each person. There are different types of vests. Some are for water sport activities such as snorkeling, and others are for going on offshore boating or on fishing trips. Number 2. These items can be lifesavers in case of an accident or bad weather. Number 3. Use a motor kill switch, especially if you're boating alone. In case of a leak or breakdown, always stay with the boat until help arrives. If you capsize, an emergency beacon or locator device can send a distress signal to inform the authorities of your location. Larger flares will indicate distress to a boat, airplane, or search and rescue officials. Number 4. In addition to sunscreen, food, and beverages, it would be smart to have a cell phone. Make sure your marine radio works. Cayman's boaters use Channel 16 to communicate. Number 5. Also, don't forget your anchor and sufficient rope. Number 6. Boat operators should be familiar with the local waters and reefs, as well as the capabilities and functions of the vessels they are using. Always obey the rules of the sea and the marine environment, and have courtesy for others. Number 7. Alcohol and salt water do not mix, especially if you're the captain. Some useful contact numbers are 911. The RCIPS Marine Base is 649-7710, and the Port Authority is 949-2055. Smooth sailing, all!